All right, I'm here with Bryn with Catalyst Games, and we are going to get a demo of Leviathans. So let's check it out, Bryn. What do you got for us here? How does Leviathans work? What's the general idea?
Okay, so Leviathans is an alternate universe setting in which, in the 1800s, a Polish scientist invents a goo, and when you send an electric current through this goo, things levitate. So when you reach the early 1900s and people like Nikola and Edison come around, and our ability to make electricity grows exponentially, all the white navies of the world become air navies.
Nice.
So this is a miniatures game. So this is your card, and this represents a ship on the board. So this is the Pont Briand. As you can see on your card, you have its flag for its nation, its name, and its class. Obviously, this is not relevant to the actual gameplay, so it's just the universe setting.
Yeah, for sure.
You have your different. You have your structural integrity, your strength of your hull, how hard it is to do the final blow. You have your ship type. This is a light cruiser. Its movement 12, and this is on a base by base hex. So this is 1 movement. This is 2, 3 for turning, up to 12. The enter hexes before turn is based on these aren't fighters, these are big chunks of metal. So the bigger ships have to start building up speed, so it has to go 1, 2 before it can finally turn.
Okay.
Something like a little destroyer can move 1 and then turn. A battleship actually has to move 3 before turning.
Nice. Makes it feel a little bit more like it's a giant ship, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as this is a naval ship, it has its different firing arcs. So as you can see here, you have your bow firing arc, which is everything from here to here. This is your front arc, as you can see on these here. All of your guns will be shooting anything in here. Also, any ship shooting you in this section shoot your bow.
Okay.
So as you can see that.
And are these measured via the hexes or
via the line?
The line, okay. The line of the hexes. Okay, cool.
And so that goes the same for all of the different areas. So as you can see here, they are separated into the bow, sides, and stern. Every section has different items on it. So if you can see, this is your gun, 138 millimeter. Millimeters was the French measurement. British do inches.
Nice.
And so they don't actually mean anything in gameplay. They're simply the name of the gun. So we have your guns here. Crew is going to help you out. Armor is going to increase all these modifiers. This is the number your opponents are going to try to beat.
Okay.
To destroy that slot. Yes.
Okay.
Your Tesla coil trim tank, though, is if you look here, this is your Tesla coil. What this is your magical goo going along the side of your ship and balancing it. So when you start losing your Tesla coils, your ship gets rocky.
Awesome.
So your guns actually have a harder time shooting your opponent because the deck's moving.
Awesome. Okay.
So we also have down here our engine slots. As this game goes on, your ships actually start to take damage on, they slow down. So I can lose my engines and start slowing down. I lose guns that can't actually shoot in his side. Something special about Leviathans is actually its dice. So if you see here, even though all of these appear to be a D12, this is actually a D4, 6, 8, 10, and 12.
Nice.
And so whenever you see a color circle here, that's what's representing. This crew would give me a D blue.
Okay.
And so Leviathans is broken into phases and a turn. The first phase is the initiative phase. We're going to roll 2D red on either side. Whoever loses is actually going to go first because the other person wants to react to that.
Sure.
Because there is no shooting yet. So the other person wants the better position. Once everyone is moved, then shooting begins. For shooting, we're going to go ahead and pit the Pont Briand versus the Crow over here.
Okay.
So first I'm going to see what's in my arcs. So I'm going to see that currently there's nothing in my arc.
On this side? No, that doesn't hit.
He is in this arc. So any gun in here is going to shoot him. So all of these guns will shoot him. Now I'm going to see where I'm shooting him on his card. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing, except I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to trace it from his. I am hitting his bow arc, so all of my shots go in here.
Yes. Okay.
If I was right here, then I have to figure out where my guns are. My guns are located via on where they are on the ship. My bow guns are up here, my stern here, and my sides are in here. So because my sides are in the bow, all of them are going to go in here. My bow guns, if they could hit, would go in the side.
Okay.
So now I know that I am shooting into his bow. Next, I'm going to figure out what's in range. If you notice here on these guns, there's a 4 and a 6. Obviously, something closer to you is easier to hit something far away. So we have our short and long range. If a ship is between 1 and 4, the first interval, I get a blue die, which is a D green. So it's a 6. If I'm in 5 and 6, I get the green, which is a 4. So obviously I want the bigger die.
Yes.
So I want to be closer to this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in short range. My gun here is going to get a blue.
Okay.
Next I'm going to look at the crew. The crew is going to help all of these guns fire. So I get another blue. Finally I'm going to actually look at his ship. If you notice the 2 ribbons here that's on every ship on every side, this is going to tell me if it moved or not. If a ship moves, it's harder to hit than if it doesn't. So if it didn't move, I get the red ribbon die, which is a yellow. Let's say it did move, I'm going to get this ribbon, which is a blue.
Okay.
I'm going to get these blue. Finally, I'm going to get this die. This die is going to represent which slot I'm going to hit on this ship.
Okay.
I'm going to take all this and roll them together. I am now going to take this slot and whatever it is and compare it with this number. I actually missed because some ships are smaller than others, whereas this one has 5 miss slots. A battleship has no miss slots. It's just a thinner profile. You're more likely to miss.
Right.
If I had gotten a 2, I'm now going to compare my 11 to his 11. Here. I would tie it here, which tying is a victory.
Okay.
Except that he has a +1 armor that I talked about earlier.
Okay.
So this is actually a 12. It didn't hit. Now let's say it did hit.
Okay.
I would then circle this off. The reason I don't just cross it out is because if he isn't actually shot, he still gets to shoot that guy. Everything happens in the same phase. It's all instantaneous.
Okay. Okay.
So at the end of the turn, what you do is cross it off.
Okay. I see.
So we're going to... Now, the end move is obviously blowing up a ship. That's how you end the game.
Yeah, but then how do I move?
So we're just saying that the ship has taken some damage, it's been through some combat.
It's gone through a little bit of battle now.
2, 3, 4, 1.
Okay, now we're going to try to end the ship. So let's just throw some dice in here. I'm going to hit. This is what I rolled. Let's say I rolled a 2. The 2 slots already destroyed. I am now going to re-roll this die and keep this. It is now pinging along inside the armor, which means this number no longer applies.
Okay.
Because it's beyond that.
Okay.
Let's say I hit a non-destroyed slot. I am going to then compare this to the non-destroyed slot number here. If I beat it, I destroy the slot.
Okay.
Now let's say that I went ahead and hit another destroyed slot. Now I'm going to trigger the breaking the keel roll, and that's ending the ship. That's breaking it in half.
So, for instance, if you were to land an attack here, and then you roll it again, and it actually lands here, which is already destroyed, now we go to breaking the keel.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and count up all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All the destroyed systems.
All the destroyed systems. What this is going to represent is that the more damage the ship is, the easier it is to finally bring it down. So I'm going to count that 6. I'm also going to count an additional +1 for the section I'm shooting into, because this is now the weaker section next to this blow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right.
I'm then going to keep that number and add it to this. Whatever I roll here.
It's always 2 red dice.
Always 2 red dice. So
Plus
if
8,
I
okay.
get 8 plus whatever this is, and it equals or exceeds this number, the ship blows up.
Okay.
Because front goes boom, boom.
The ship did not blow up this turn. If it does blow up, it's simply taken off the turn at the end of the game. Because it didn't, the bullet didn't do anything.
Okay.
You get 2 broadsides in front on him.
And that is the basis of the game.
Okay, so movement is the hex system. Whenever you're turning the big ship.
Light cruisers are all going to turn on the center.
Uh-huh.
Destroyers on the front.
And can you turn more than once?
You can turn as much as you have the movement to.
Okay.
Obviously, outside of I have to move forward. So I have to go 1, 2, then turn, and then I have to go 2 again.
All right.
Because I still have to build that inertia.
Sweet. So what's your favorite thing about this game? What is it that you think separates this from other games out there?
I really enjoy some of the tactics of it. You really have to, especially like don't let him get into your stern. Don't let him get too close to you. Every faction has its own flavor, very distinctively. The British are a much more strong group, the better armor, bigger guns. The French are more agile, less armor. They, in the more advanced rules, they have torpedoes, actually. They have a lot more of those. So I really enjoy that flavor contradiction there.
And you said there are like some more aspects of the game that aren't being demoed here. Torpedoes, repairing, that kind of stuff?
Exactly. In future rules, it's not actually in the core box, so there'll be stuff like elevation stuff. Just adds much more flavor to the game.
Okay, that stuff will be releasing later down the road?
Exactly.
Cool. And there's more factions planned besides the British and the French?
There are more factions. The next ones to come out are the Germans and Italians.
Nice.
They are mostly done with all of the workouts. They both have their own flavor. The Germans are obviously going to have the bigger armor. They're actually better coordinating their fleet. They can concentrate fire on one ship.
Nice.
They actually have a ship design that's only designed to protect its battleship, that just zings around and protects it from other shots.
Wow.
The Italians are much more lighter. They are faster than any other group in the game. They have new torpedoes, beyond just basic torpedoes. All of that type of stuff.
Cool. All right, man. Well, this looks great. Thanks so much for talking it over with us, and we'll be sure to keep giving it a look and keep back with you. Thank you.
Thank you.